celebrating many good things about being Filipino today on Kababayan LA. Done with Pacquiao earlier. Of course, we talked about his victory over Sugar Shane Mosley. Now we're talking about a movie that we need to support. They are en route to the Cannes Film Festival that is happening next week. And I'm talking about Busong. And Clifford and Jong are here. Jong is the executive producer of the film. Hello and welcome to Kababayan LA.
Thank you.
Clifford Banyagale is the actor. Welcome to the show. Let's first talk about Busong. What is it? And it is directed by Orius Solito. Isa sa mga pinakamagagaling na director po sa Pilipinas ngayon. Jong, why don't you do the honors?
Orius is essentially the director of the famous film Ang Pagdadalaga ni Maximo Oliveros. And that film started essentially his career. And it garnered about 15 or more, maybe,
15 lang pala.
international awards.
Madami. So ano naman tong Busong na to? What is the story about?
Busong is about indigenous Filipinos. So about the tribe in Palawan, their mythology, their history, their what happens to them when they interact with nature, and what happens to people that go to Palawan and interact with the people of Palawan and the nature of Palawan.
Na-excite ako. Ngayon palang kinikilabutan ako. Para siyang parang may pagkaalamat. Alamat, di ba? And I grew up in the Philippines and I would ask my yaya to always tell me yung mga alamat. It's very interesting. Busong is a Palawan word, right, Clifford?
Yes.
Yes. And what does it mean? What does it mean?
It means instant fate.
So whatever you do to others, yun, bumabalik agad sa iyo yun.
Or nature or anything.
Right. And you are one of the leads in this movie. And what's interesting is this is your first film in the Philippines.
Yes.
Tell me about that. What happened? Why is this your first?
Well, you know, I didn't know whether or not I wanted to venture into the Filipino market first or if I wanted to do American market. You know, I guess it was easier for me to stay here in America and venture here. But, you know, Aroya saw me through another Filipino journalist through Ruben Napoles' report, and after I did Bruno, and he contacted me via Facebook, and naging friends kami, and then a year after, that's when he presented me the Busong script, and then we talked, and then we filmed.
What about it got you? Basically, for those that are getting to know Clifford now, he was born in the Philippines, moved here when you were?
Mga 6.
Mga 6. At nagtatagalog pa po siya. And he has an acting career here in Hollywood, and he is part of Busong. What about the script grabbed you? What is your role ba in this movie?
Well, I am playing his alter ego that it shows in the story how he went back to his tribe. Aureos.
Okay.
He goes back into his tribe after 20-something years, and he picked me because we have a lot of parallels together as far as our background stories. I haven't been back to the Philippines for about 23 years, so me filming there for the first time ever, you know, a Filipino film, and then on top of that in Palawan, and then
you had to speak Tagalog.
Opo.
And Palawanon.
And Palawanon also. Filming, was this entirely filmed in Palawan?
It was.
So para siyang Ploning ni Direk Dante Nico Garcia, which was shortlisted for Best in Foreign category sa Oscar Awards a few years ago.
Yes.
Okay, you're the executive producer naman. As an what does an executive producer do? Sige, educate us, educate us.
Well, executive producer would do the business part of the film.
Okay.
So, as we were talking about earlier, the work for me, well, it started a while back, but more work for me now, now that it's garnered some attention.
Right.
So we need to talk to people who may be interested in distributing or promoting the film.
Yeah, kasi we talked about this before. Sinasabi nila pag ang film nakakuha na ng award or nomination, tapos na yung trabaho mo, which is not the case, because in fact that's only when your work is actually beginning, because you have to rally, you have to campaign.
Yes.
Tell me, it's also interesting how this film made it to Cannes, diba?
Yes.
Can you tell us the story?
You honest?
Well,
Sige, first part sa'yo, second part sa'yo. Okay.
It was real crazy because, you know, he made the film because it was something that he wanted to do in his lifetime. It was his dream film to have this trilogy, and he made it because it was for him. And you know, and then all of a sudden, someone from Cannes said, submit to us.
Yes,
and,
he was in Hong Kong.
He was in Hong Kong trying to get film financing for the film that's next to Busong.
Oo, so kasi trilogy to.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
and then?
And he showed the footage to some people who were interested, and all of a sudden the Cannes people came and asked him to submit.
And then he submitted that,
He submitted it. So they had probably a week to edit the film because before Hong Kong, the film was done, but editing was not done.
Okay, all
So
right.
they edited quickly, sent the first cut to Cannes, and of course the DVD traveled for 2 or 3 days.
Okay.
And then we submitted it on a Monday, they got it on Thursday and watched it, and 10 minutes later they said, "You're in." And they notified us.
Wow, how exciting. So when are you guys leaving for Cannes?
I'm
This
leaving.
week.
What are you expecting to get from this experience? Can you imagine your
I
first
can.
Filipino film and you're in Cannes? Huh?
I can't imagine it. I mean, everyone's been telling me to just have fun, but I don't think I'll have fun until I actually get there.
Right.
You know,
Right.
so.
I am so jealous of you guys. You're going to Cannes, but I'm so proud of you as well. Thank you so much, and please continue to represent for us. We're just going to be here rooting for you. They need our help and our support. That's the website on the screen because they need distributors or promoters of the film. We need to get us to make as much noise as we can about the film so that they have better chances at the Director's Fortnight section of the Cannes Film Festival next week. Thank you so much for now. More
Thank you,
power to you.
Chanel.
Good
Thank you.
luck. Magbabalik ko pa ang Kababayan LA. Don't go away.